It has been a week since the shocking incident took place, yet students at SIUE still talk about when Marcus Smart showed the fan during the Oklahoma State-Texas Tech game for supposedly being called a racial slur.
I think it's a fair punishment because honestly, as a professional athlete or college athlete, you have to be professional. You have to be trained to take that stuff with a grain of salt. You can't just go pushing fans and stuff for things you think they say. If you have a problem with it, it should be dealt with another way.
I understand it. I agree with it. Mark Smart is a collegiate basketball player at a national level. I think he needs to be held to a higher standard. Obviously, the situation he was in and being offended in that sense of the racial slur. I understand that he was offended, but like I said, he's a national basketball player where you have to hold yourself to a higher standard and just be the bigger man and play basketball.
WSIE News Radio, I am Fernando Jacinto. Snow prowls up on the streets from Pennsylvania to New England as a massive winter storm is expected to bring up to 3 feet of snow some places. Hurricane-force winds will make a bad situation even worse. We are getting reports of...
You are listening to WSIE Web Radio. My name is Fernando Jacinto. I am your host today. Career is another thing, and that's why I'm speaking to Sean today. Sean, how are you doing?
Pretty good, Fernando.
Good. So I hear that one thing you told me earlier was that you switched majors. What was your original major?
I started out in the engineering program, and I switched it up to mass comm just because in high school I took a bunch of mass communication classes, and I don't know, it just kind of seemed like I clicked in that field way more than in the engineering program.
Makes sense. All right. So, since you're graduating now, what is that you're most concerned about in the future? What worries you most?
Lazing around, watching television, doing homework, painting the house. Whatever. It's spring break. Wouldn't you rather be dodging moguls and coasting down ski hills in the Great White North? We've teamed up with like fresh homemade blueberry muffins. But these days, how many busy people have the time to bake? Mrs. Mulligan does. And that's why Mrs. Mulligan's Muffin Shop is so popular. Take a tasty treat home tonight from your nearest Mrs. Mulligan's Muffin Shop. ¿Qué pasa, amigos? Are you tired of the same bland Mexican food all the time? Do you want to try something different and still experience an amazing atmosphere at the same time? Then you should come to La Casa Mexicana. Here we have unlimited choice of hot, delicious dishes such as enchiladas, tacos, burritos, and more.